scheduled for 3 rounds of fighting at 64 kilograms.
好，现场电视机前的各位观众，我是杨明，这是 Brand， 我们是峨眉传奇。今天我们来到了伦敦，为您奉上一场巅峰的中英对抗赛。我接下来即将为您奉上的是一场65公斤级的自由搏击超级战。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next fighter to the blue corner. Here comes Sami Salem.
Sami Salem from blue corner.
Sami Salem, 26 years of age, from the Scorpions Gym in my hometown of Swindon. Chris, I know this young man since he started his career. 8 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 4 big KOs. But since he transitioned to K1 5 fights ago, unbeaten with 4 KOs.
Gotta love Sami Salem. All action, entertaining, loves to move, loves to trade. A guy who has become a fast fan favorite.
And please welcome his opponent to the red corner. Here comes Zhao Chuanlin.
接下来让我们响起最热烈的掌声，有请出来自中国的少侠红魔选手赵传林。
四方运动，剑在手，问天下
And
谁
his
是
opponent
英
is
雄。
European legend China, Zhao Chuanlin. 21 years of age, 25 wins, 10 losses, 10 big KOs. Vastly more experienced than Sami at this level. A great step up for Sami, a great opportunity.
A very interesting storyline as well. Went to school, dropped out. Family said he should get into sports. Started to get into fighting from there, and the rest, as they say, was history.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 3 rounds of fighting at 64 kilograms. Sponsored by Staffing Match. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red, white, and black trunks. He brings with him in the arena record of 8 wins, opposite just 1 defeat and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, representing Scorpions Gym in Swindon. Here is Sami Salem.
那接下来请各位介绍红方的中国选手赵传林。
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red trunks. This man brings with him into the ring a record of 25 wins, opposite 10 defeats. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, representing EM legends in China. Here is Zhao Chuanlin.
So our fighters are brought to the centre of the ring. England versus China. Sami Salem, representing Scorpions Gym in England, transitioned seamlessly from kickboxing into K1. 5 fights, 5 wins, 4 KOs. His twin brother, an excellent amateur boxer, which is how Sami started as well. But Zhao Chuanlin also started in boxing, a multiple EM legend and WLF champion.
Yeah, Zhao Chuanlin is actually a champion both above and below this weight class, as well as in this weight class. So he's got a lot of accolades, but a very motivated Sami Salem got into K1, has had an extremely large amount of success here in the UK. What a cracking matchup here in the Super Fight Series versus EM Legends event.
Well, he started right on the undercard of the Super Fight Series, and the fans took to him straight away. They've all been stoppages on the Super Fight Series for him. He knows what a big step up this is. He wants recognition. He wants international recognition. He couldn't wait for this bout. And one of the things you and I have noticed is, although he's transitioned from kickboxing, it's been seamless. The thing that's won him his most knockouts is the beautiful knee work.
An interesting kind of storyline when you consider the fact that he comes from that waist-up full-contact kickboxing style. Nice kicks again.
And that left hand hurt Zhao Chuanlin as well. He came through from that southpaw stance with that big left hand. Don't forget he started as a very good boxer as well, and although we've seen the stoppages with the knees, that was a blistering left hand from Salem.
Zhao Chuanlin actually started with boxing and actually stayed with his same coach, went into K1 rule set, or kickboxing as we sometimes call it,
And he's been caught again though, Chris. Caught again with that left hand as Sami steps forward from that southpaw stance. He's having problems with the southpaw stance of Salem, and twice that big left hand has landed.
Nice solid left straight there from Sami Salem. That open stance matchup, really key for a couple of reasons. Right foot forward versus left foot forward. Southpaw for Salem, orthodox for Zhao Chuanlin. And you'll see a lot of battle for lead foot position, who can get outside and who can line up that backhand. For Salem, it was the left cross, that was the money shot.
And he's very patient as well in his build-up. Takes his time, but he's very accurate and hurtful, as we saw with the knees. And this one just beginning to come to the ball nicely as Zhao Chuanlin stays in the pocket with him and looks to respond when Sami comes forward.
Left cross again, left to the body, left upstairs. Nice key there from Sami Salem.
That's what he's looking for as well now, Chris. That's what he's added to his arsenal. When you try to avoid that left hand and possibly duck your head as well, the knee comes up seamlessly. And we've seen the stoppages twice now from the knees of Salem.
But he's fighting a guy in Zhao Chuanlin who has 70 fights in kickboxing. So significantly more experience in this particular rule set. Nice right kick to the body.
Doing a good job at the moment, Salem, though, of staying out of range of real danger. And then when he decides to come in, doing it effectively. That said, Zhao looking very dangerous with that right hand now, Chris.
One down, two potentially to go in a very tactical war here so far. Both fighters picking shots, timing their entrances. And for me, Malcolm, it was kind of about the setup. How each guy leads is key. Let's take a closer look here.
And that's where Salem does well, is stepping outside. Well, you mentioned about the feet, Chris. That said it all there. That left was landed because of the footwork of Salem. To get Sami Salem got outside where he needed to be and did so again. That footwork is going to be key in this bout, as we mentioned.
And you can see it there on that camera angle. Let's take a look at it again. Stepping outside, left straight to the body. Left knee loaded up as well off that hand. So a lot of really economical footwork here from Salem. We didn't get to see some of the stuff that Zhao Chuanlin did correctly, but both fighters have kind of tasted each other's offerings, and for me, it's only going to go one way.
And Chris, at the bell, it was very interesting. They were both going to walk back to the corners, but they met in the middle. Neither wanted to give ground, and they glared at each other.
And that was what I was saying. Both guys know what's at stake here. Big platform, a little bit of a feeling out process. I think we should see an increase in the tempo in number 2.
Yes, and for me, how Zhao has adapted to the southpaw stance now of Sami. With his experience, it shouldn't bother him really, but Sami has got through with what we know is bread and butter southpaw technique.
This is smart from Sami Salem. He's got a stick and move right now. He wants to get in and off that jab, land power shots, and then reset. In and out on his terms. Do not accept return fire. But Zhao Chuanlin, I think, is also making some correct adjustments here. I'd like to see him jab and cut down the ring.
Well, he's more aware now, because as you saw of that left hand of Salem, he's certainly trying to counteract that and work against it. But what Salem's doing well now is he's got a deceptively fast southpaw jab as well off that right hand, and he throws it forward nicely. So while Zhao is looking for the left hand, he's got to be wary of the fact the knee might come up instead. This is, as you said, perfectly balanced in this second round after the first round.
And Salem is also doing a good job of more often than not moving away from the power. He jabs, moves to the right, gets outside foot position, in comes the left straight.
That's still key for me, Chris, the foot position for Salem to land that left straight, because he's got power with it, but more importantly, when he frees up that left knee where the real power is with that foot position, and he's always looking for the opportunity.
Great counter there, though, from Zhao Chuanlin. Caught the kick, shuttled it to the side, and then tacked the thigh with his own round kick. Switch knee there, flying in. Great technical work here from Zhao Chuanlin.
He's turning up the heat now, Chris. He's had a look at the southpaw, coming to terms with it, and looking dangerous himself as well now. So Salem needs to be alert as well, because Zhao caught him with a beautiful right coming in. That was perfect timing. He's doubled up the impact, and Sami is hurt. He is hurt there, and that was the perfect timing of Zhao. Doubled the impact of that shot.
And he caught him coming in. Textbook check hook, turning the punch over. Nice short power shot. How much has it affected Sami Salem? That's the question right now.
Well, you mentioned the economy of movement of Sami. That was perfect economy from Zhao as well. Waited his time, doubled up the impact, and Sami has got to try and buy time to recover, because that was very hurtful, and now he's got the count against him as well.
A lot of time to work with yet on the clock. Let's see how he sets it up here. He's going to be smart. I like the fact that he's cut the ring down a little bit and he's using the geometry to his advantage.
Zhao walking him down, and you know he's looking, there's what he's looking for, that big right hand encounter. He's got to be careful as well though, not get too overconfident in case Salem comes through the channel, just like that with the left or the left leg. This still isn't over, but it's a big round now for Zhao, and beautifully set up to get that count.
Nice lead push kick there from Zhao Chuanlin.
Oh, it's been a good round for him. I mean, he's come to terms with the southpaw inside the last 10 seconds, and he's got that count, and he worked cleanly for it as well.
And I like the fact that he's using very short footwork. It's not a lot of overstepping or over-aggressive maneuvers. It's just enough to kind of box Sami Salem in, but not chase him down. Great stuff here. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
That round was very close except for one key moment, which is the knockdown. Outside of that, they were so evenly matched and evenly balanced. But he did get the knockdown and he worked it, and it wasn't a fluke either. He knew exactly what he was doing there as Sami came forward. We mentioned the footwork. The foot placement was key to him getting that right hand over the top.
And for me, that's going to be really important given the scoring here. That's going to be 10-8. It was a close round, but now definitively 10-8 for Zhao Chuanlin. A lot to come here for Sami Salem. Let's see how he responds.
Well, you mentioned, Chris, the experience deficit. Win or lose, he's going to do nothing but learn here. He's already given a good account of himself. He was caught by a man who knew exactly what he was doing at exactly the right time in the bout. So here we go, third and final round, and I know Danny Hughes will have told Sami, there's no doubt about it, you've got to get a minimum of a count here. You've really got to work the man. And I knowing Danny, a kickboxing champion himself in his own right, will be talking about that foot placement we mentioned to get that left hand or that left knee off for Sami now. There's no way he can afford to stand back. He's got to risk what Zhao's capable of to get at least a count in this round.
Open stance again here. Both fighters mirroring each other's movements. Sami looking for that left again, but what we saw from Zhao Chuanlin that was so effective with just those little half steps forward, he's not chasing him down, it's just a patient performance, and I think it's been a very effective performance from the Chinese fighter.
Chris, that's the term. He can afford to be patient now. He's got the big count in his favour. He doesn't want to risk getting caught unnecessarily when he's done the hard work. He's just got to fight carefully, cleverly, still work, but just not risk the big left hand or the big left knee. And I think he's doing a good job of that, Zhao.
Sami should look to jab when he leads with the right cross. He can beat him with that punch. This is good work here for Salem, but look at the agility. Zhao Chuanlin turning, getting off the ropes, pivoting right, getting the back to center space. Such ring awareness from this guy, and that's a sign of his experience.
Exactly. Sami doing well here. As you said, he's pushing the pace. He's looking to go forward, looking to get those shots through. All that's frustrating him at the moment is the experience and the canny nature of his opponent. Sami doing the right thing, recovered well from the second round, but Zhao showing that experience in everything he's doing here in the third. And again, Sami landed twice with that left hand, but it's not clean enough. It's not a knockdown punch that Zhao scored in the second. He needs that desperately to bring this back round.
The crazy thing to think about in this fight is the fact that Zhao Chuanlin has actually won 6 championships in 2017. So a lot of experience just alone last year for him.
Sami doing the right thing though here. He's worked the legs, he's made Zhao think where the next attack's coming, and he'll be looking, there's still time for that clean shot, the equalizer there. He's worked the legs well, he's come in nicely, he hasn't been caught cleanly again like he was in the second, but it still won't be enough unless he lands something really meaningful to get the count. Doing the right things, he just needs to throw caution to the wind now and go for even more.
But Zhao Chuanlin is batting those hands, trying to pull him in for that check hook. We know that's a money shot for him. He goes so well with that. Heel, hip, hand, turning the punch over. Sami's got to be smart here.
Well, his footwork also took him out of the way of danger there, spun him around, got him back into the centre of the ring the last 10 seconds. And Zhao, for me, has done enough to stay out of trouble. And there you go, with inside the last 10 seconds as well. Perfect shot, right on the button, a big finish by Zhao Chuanlin. Sami Salem had to go for it, Chris, but it was perfect timing once again from the Chinese fighter, right on the bell.
A thrilling connection there from Zhao Chuanlin. Another 10-8 round. That should be 2 to the good without a doubt. Clean sweep here on my scorecard for Zhao Chuanlin. Here's how he did it.
Sami did very little wrong. It was key moments from a very cagey opponent, a very good defensive opponent, who, as you saw, the foot movement to get him out of trouble, and he waited and waited until the right time. He had to take some shots. Sami did well. He knew what he had to do. He had to pressure him. But when the moment came, Zhao took it again. The timing, doubling the impact, finally got him. But Sami, as you can see from these replays, did very little wrong in either the second or the third.
That's the thing about this. You got these short rounds, quick exchanges. There was good work from both guys. But here, let's see if we can get that finish on the replay. Last couple of shots there. There we go. Bang. Beautiful intercepting right in the pocket. Great connection there. Should be enough to steal the show.
Okay, wonderful match. The fighter from China named Zhao Chuanlin. You know, Superman, Spider-Man. Zhao Chuanlin is Omni-Man. 好，接下来我们一同来期待最终的结果。
And presenting our trophy is a representative from the staffing match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, after 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. Our judges scored this bout 30-25, 29-26, and 30-25. For your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Zhao Chuanlin.
Showed his experience there, Chris. When he needed it, came up with the techniques, perfectly on the button, perfect timing. Sami will learn a lot from a man like that who let his experience do the talking.